I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. Freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, huh? I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. First down, Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This is Harris. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They run with Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it away.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
By number 23.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, 54 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Tucker McCann.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From midfield, here's Breeze. That one complete to him. And he's on here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Murray. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Morstead out now, throwing the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
He's tackled at the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out up 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Murray. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
10th carry of the game now. Murray will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. That is made complete over the middle. That's Murray. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Murray. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Murray. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
The carry here for the big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going able to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
Falcons.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Falcons.
It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the throw here to his running back. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
17.
And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun now for Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
44-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Badgley on for the extra point. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Saints 24, Falcons 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. The tight end Hill. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to find Hill here. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Bree's going to throw here. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This